morning.
Good morning.
It's us. We're back a little bit. We do have tops of heads.
There you go.
Oh, there, that's better. We're just on really quickly to say that tomorrow night, Saturday, April 1st, is our next Rediscover Your Sober Spark experience from 7 to 8:30 Central Daylight Time. Dr. Mary?
Yes, ma'am.
Why would you be excited to come and do something like this? Were you not leading it?
Oh, I think, there's a lot of talk with the mental health crisis in this country about safe places. So this would be a safe place.
Oh, that's nice. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to understand. I mean, we're not counselors, but there was a lot of experience that was hard earned that you'll learn about. And, key words, here you go, coping mechanisms, comradeship, safe space, the ability to voice your thoughts, be heard and not judged.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe you're wondering what we're even talking about. Sorry, I have a hair on my eyelash that's making me distractedly crazy.
Well, at least it's just one hair and not your entire head of hair, that's a big improvement.
Oh, that's true. I forgot. See, COVID was so long ago. I kind of forgot that it used to all be about my hair. Anyway.
And your nose, which we can see.
It's true. Anyway, so I have developed this Discover Your Spark experience, which is for individuals. This is for couples, married, unmarried. We don't care. We don't care who you are, what your status is. It's just about being a couple. And what we know is that so much of what happened before Maz got sober revolved around drinking. I couldn't get him to do anything unless I dangled drinking in front of him. Thank you, Michelle. It is important. I agree. And when Maz came home sober, then we had to really figure out, well, what do we do?
Yeah.
How do we pass the time? Because drinking can take up a lot of time. So we had to figure that out. And it didn't happen overnight. And we're still in the process, wouldn't you say, of saying, like, oh, you know what? We might do a 500-piece puzzle, but we're for sure not doing a 1,000-piece puzzle because that's not fun and it's pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, if something doesn't work first time, go back to it. Don't just dismiss it and say, well, that's never going to work.
Absolutely, because we did dismiss puzzles initially.
It's just something everyone's guilty of.
Yes, everyone dismisses puzzle at one point or another.
Everyone tries something, and if it doesn't work straight away, that didn't work.
Yes, that's often true.
Yeah.
But I was thinking this morning in preparation for this, that part of what might be tripping you up about this is the word sober. And here's what I think. If you don't consider yourself sober, if you are just someone who's decided not to drink, like for instance, Maz is in sobriety, I'm just someone who has sort of decided I'm not going to drink anymore, at least for now. Doesn't mean I never will again, but I haven't had a drink now in almost 3 months, and that's absolutely fine with me. So that might be something for the two of you to come if you align either with one of those two things. Or maybe you just wonder, well, what if we didn't drink? Maybe you're both absolutely healthy, able to drink people, but you wonder, well, what if we really stopped and said, what might be other things we could do together that don't involve drinking? We're not going to ask you to make a statement about whether or not you're in recovery, you're sober curious. We don't care. Do you care?
No.
I don't care at all. Not at all. So if you're a couple who's curious about just connecting with each other and figuring out what else might we try as a couple, then we think this is an experience for you. So you can go to this link. Let me put this up. You can go to this link, danadelval.com/sober-spark, and find more information. 7 to 8:30 Central Daylight Time tomorrow night, Saturday, April 1st. It's a date night experience. some of my favorite things that you and I have ever done have involved just sitting down with a question or a posed idea and talking through it. Because here's what's true. We don't do enough of that. I don't care how connected you are. I don't care how in love you are. I don't care how new or old your relationship is. We don't do enough connecting from an intellectual, emotional, romantic place. We sort of just think, well, I know what he thinks about this stuff, and we go from there. I just asked you today on the way home from spin, what instrument would you play if you could play any instrument? We were watching a video. I was watching the video, and Maz was driving. And he said the guitar. I didn't know that. And I asked you why, and your answer was?
People look cool playing the guitar.
That's not probably wrong. Rock stars look cool in part because they have a guitar. But I did not know that. How else would I have found that out without just asking the question? So come tomorrow night. Don't be afraid that you're going to have to stand up and say, hi, I'm Dana. I've decided not to drink, and here's why. We are never going to ask you that because we don't give two flying hoots.
Unless you want to tell us.
You can.
But you don't have to.
But you don't have to because we don't care.
Which what I mean was if you told us why, we wouldn't say, I don't care. We'd say, oh,
good for you.
Good for you.
Yeah. So be in recovery, be sober curious, be someone who stopped drinking for whatever reason, be someone who's still drinking. Really, the only criteria is that you are a couple interested in finding a deeper connection. This work is compelling, it's engaging, it's fun, and it's enlightening. What more could you want from a Saturday night date night? Information is right there, danadelval.com/sober-spark. Come tomorrow night. Sign up and join us. You'll get a great workbook. We'll send you a recipe for a really fun non-alcoholic drink that everyone in our life who we know, whether they drink or not, thoroughly enjoys.
Yes.
Anything else, Dr. Mary?
I don't think so. Just if you have questions, if you're a couple that's worried about a couple, or a friend or anyone, we could probably give you some fantastic advice.
Yeah, or at least we'll listen and you'll feel better for having talked through it.
Yeah.
So that's all. Thank you, Shyla. We really hope to see you tomorrow night. That's everything. Send me a note if you have any questions. Happy to have a conversation with you. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow night, 7 to 8:30 Central Daylight Time for Discover Your Sober Spark Experience Date Night.
Hope to see you then.
Bye.
Bye.